Good day everybody and welcome back to the channel. I don't know if it's going to come across on video, but I can't talk very well. I'm having some teeth trouble again. Haven't made it to the dentist yet. For those that know that I'm waiting to go to a dentist, I have had to sort out health insurance and I have to wait 3 months from the time of first payment to use it, so I'm waiting. But anyway, I've had some teeth problems the last few days again, so that's added to my time away. However, I've got to fix a phone for my missus quickly. She doesn't have a phone at the moment. I've got a spare one here. The only thing that I don't have for it is the touch sensor, so and I'm missing some screws, but we should be able to work that out. Again, apologies about my voice or more my pronunciation, but let's try and get this done. So I've already started pulling this down. This is the new, This is the new screen, front. This is the, like the middle part of the housing that houses, like, you know, vibrators and charge port and stuff like that. Or I guess it doesn't really, I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, it's got some EMI shielding and little antennas and stuff on it. Anyway, so we need that, we need this, we need the back. The fingerprint sensor, I need to replace it. Yeah, that is way too small to fix that ribbon cable. Alright, so that'll just stay as is. I don't have screws for this phone, I don't have a touch sensor. I should be able to get screws, either from an S9 that I've got that won't be getting fixed yet because the board's cracked, or a chip on the board is cracked. Or I could go through a screw jar that I have and get some screws out of that should fit, so should be alright. Start with the FPC connector. Very gingerly. Those that know. Samsung FPC connectors. What can I say? Let's just say, I think I should be using my fingers. Let's just say these things are known to fail. And there's quite a common spread, I don't know what you want to call it, conspiracy, that these are actually designed to fail. Now, just looking at this one here, no, this looks fine. But I have seen some questionable research and images of some models. So, I don't know, makes me wonder. I've got to try and get the battery out, obviously. I'm just thinking, I think maybe I might try heating the front up before I try peeling the battery out. That's going to be a bit of a mission, I won't lie. Because these lipo packs bend. You know what? Also, I remember at the edge of these packs, they can be quite dodgy. Where the anode and cathode and the insulator are all wrapped up. The anode and cathode are very close to the end, at the end of these cells. Some of the Samsung batteries have been recalled because they were too close to the end and burst into flames in people's pockets. I'm sure you remember. I'm going to heat this up from the front. I don't want to sit here and mongolate the battery to get it out. And it's not like I've got to worry about the screen. That's what we're replacing. going to take a little while to get the glass and the frame, because you know you got all this aluminium. That's going to do a lot of heat sinking right now, which is the one problem with this. But we'll get it. Where is... Yes. I don't feel comfortable about that. I really don't feel comfortable about that. Yeah, I like sideways more. I don't have to... I could tell I was putting too much force. I'm going to have to go get some more tools. Let me go get another one of these reelers. I've got a couple of these. I'm going to have to pause. I can't find them. Well, that's a bloody mystery. I've got lots of those things and now I can only find one. I have found something else that I'm hoping I'll be able to get the trick done with. Oh, yes, 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 get in there. Oh, this is some dodgy battery removal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to go in very little increments so that I don't, you know, cut the battery pack with the metal edge. You know, I've got a little bit of pressure on it there. This is why I stopped on the end, because I'm still actually concerned about that. Just do the sniff test quickly, because if you... No, it's good. If you puncture one of these things, you will smell it. Alright, well, let's hope that's alright. I'm sure there's a better way of taking that out. Maybe if I heat it up for a really long time. I will admit that I don't know how to take that particular battery out. You know, like the iPhones have got a tab that you can pull. Some phones that I've worked on, you can heat up a little bit of metal really easily. Some of these things are so bloody small. Here we go. This appears to be stuck to. I think what I'm going to do, continue disassembly, but then I'm going to stop the video and I'm just going to go clean everything up because some of this is quite dusty. Front camera. Ah, there's one more screw on the motherboard. And that's the motherboard. I'll go get everything cleaned up now. I don't believe there's anything else I've got to transfer. Or is there? I need to get some double-sided tape into this frame and obviously remove the lens protector. But no, that appears to be it. I've come across some phones when I fixed them, I found that like EMI shielding tape, this stuff in the new case was just like a bit of Captain tape or not the real stuff. So I've taken off the original and put it into the new one, but this appears to be good for the job. So I'm just going to go ahead with building this new case after I come back from cleaning what's here. Alright, so I flattened up the back of the battery and cleaned it up a little bit. I didn't have any double-sided tape that was thin enough lying around, but this thicker stuff, I think it's going to be alright because there's actually a little bit of clearance between the back and the case, I imagine, for room for when the battery swells. I guess I'm just going to have to address that when it becomes an issue. Let's see if I'm right. Probably not. Yeah, that actually does fit. Okay, cool. Well, there you go. That's what we're doing. I also don't have the, what do you call it, the outside seal for the back cover. I'm going to have to order a few little things for this, you know, the battery sticky pad, the, either a new back cover or a new adhesion kit, and, yes, the fingerprint sensor. But at least the phone will be working, you know, as of today, even without those parts. So that's the good part. Try and get that in there. I just want to make sure that tape is nice and well stuck down, so if the phone gets dropped, the battery doesn't try and pop off. I'll plug the battery in last. I got some screws from an S9. I do have some other screws also lying around, so if they're too long or the thread pitch is wrong, which it actually looks like it's correct, but we'll see. Get this antenna wire back in. All right. FPC, or camera, front camera. I can't remember if I cleaned it, just in case. All right. FPC cable. Yeah, there's actually, I don't like it, the battery being higher up. It's touching the cable, but there's still, as you can see, plenty of slack in it. The battery would have to start swelling to actually pop the cable or damage the cable. And this will be sorted out long before that happens. All right, let's see what we can do for screws. I realise these are longer. Let's just see. I just want to see how deep they bottom out. Don't go further than that. Yeah, okay, so those screws are definitely too long. These ones. Oh yeah, I think these are actually what I'm after. Oh, they're exactly what I'm after, just a different colour. I need a slightly different bit on my screwdriver, but other than that, I think we're good. I'm going to make this work anyway. These screws are too small. Damn. This is annoying. You know what? They might actually still just hold the board in. That one won't. Maybe not. Yeah, no, this ain't gonna work. Alright, it's a bit of a problem. I can't put this phone together without screwing the board down. The problem with this is all of these little pads here transfer heat out of things. And, well, if there wasn't force holding it down, it would overheat and cook its own circuits. Chips, integrated circuits. It's hard for me to talk, sorry. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna go have a look through the screw jar. I mean, we have one screw. Where'd that come from? I'm just gonna put it there. Yeah, that's not the right screw either. I'm gonna go get some more screws. I'm slightly confused here where they've even gone in the first place. Right, let's see if any of these can help. Probably not. I'm just hoping some of these screws help. That screw is so big it doesn't even go in the thread. Damn. All I can do is keep trying, I guess. That's too small. Yep. Correct thread, but too small. This sucks. The thing I don't understand is where the original screws have gone. Because I put everything in bags. You guys know what I'm like, and I've got all the phones. There's only 2 phones in here, and they're on the bench behind me. And these are the only screws I can find. I just can't win. This is ridiculous. This is literally ridiculous. I feel like the dumbest person on planet Earth right now. The screws go through the cover. Yeah, that's why the heads are too small. Jeez, I wish I worked that out a couple minutes ago. Honestly, it didn't take me too long to figure it out. It could have been worse. It could have been one of those things where, you know, it took like hours and hours and hours or whatever. It took about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. I looked across, saw the case and said, oh. Alright. Let's put some screws in it. I just can't believe the things I do sometimes. Might as well leave that little bit of cable. Yeah. For safekeeping. I always want to keep the plug and the sensor itself so that when I get the new one I can compare it straight from the packet, hopefully without having to open the packet, and then if it's the wrong one I can send it back. Well, none of these screws are going to be too long because these are all the same length. And they've probably all come out of Samsungs anyway. I need a slightly different bit. Yeah, that is the closest bit. This one. That screw's a bit longer too. No, that bit's worse. I'm going back to the other bit. Yeah, I'm not going to use the extra long ones, just in case they go too close to the screen. Ah, that sucks. So I've mixed up a whole load of screws, but it's all good. It's not the end of the world. I've probably got like, I don't know, enough screws for about 5 different phones. So I got heaps more of these is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I see, the head snapped off this bit. Oh no. You know what, this is a really weird screwdriver set that I've borrowed off my mate. This is the same set that I borrowed to fix laptops. If anyone's wondering why my thumb has turned white, it's PCB cleaner. I was using it to clean the phone. It has a drying effect on your skin if you get a lot of it on there. All these screws are holding everything down, so that's good. I'm going to put a shorter screw in there because it feels like it's going to bottom out before it pulls the plastic in. Please tell me that's not the same length. No, that's good. Yep. Looks like one more screw for the motherboard. Now these screws for the charging connector port. What do you call it? The bottom board that houses the microphone port and charging port. Now that's different. Okay, that doesn't go in there. Right. I'll get these two screws in first because these are the... God. I can't tighten anything up with the screwdrivers I've got. This is really crap. No, that is tight. I want to get these two USB connector screws in first. I won't be so worried if all the others don't go in. But the USB and mic port, I just want to see if that board's loose. No, it's not. Alright, So those screws have pulled it all together. They are actually long enough. Alright, try this. This is unworkable. I can't. God. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm going to have to invest in a set of miniature screwdrivers. But a good quality one, not one of these Chinese kits. Because I am always having this problem. Then I go buy crap little things that break and then complain about them. So yeah, I'm going to have to invest in some good quality screwdriver. Mobile phone repair kits, that sort of thing. If anyone knows what's a good kit, like, you know, like the one from iFixit or this or that, leave it in the comments down below. I want, obviously, you know, one of the stronger ones that's not going to just shear to bits. I mean, obviously everything wears and you have to be careful, but you know what I'm saying. God. Oh, this is terrible. I don't know how I'm going to get these last two in. There is, for all intents and purposes, no head left on this screwdriver. Somehow. Alright, well, that's all I can do. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean all this sticky stuff up, because like I said, I don't have a new kit yet to put the, where's the cover gone? There it is. To put the cover back on. Well, you might have an upcoming video, it depends. There's a few things on here that I'm seeing now. There's a crack in this lens cover. This is a bit scratched up. I might buy just a whole load of new random parts for this and then do a video on it where I've got a new screwdriver kit. Might even buy a screw kit for it too, so I've got the correct screws. I don't know. But I probably won't do it in little bits. I'll probably leave it how it is, order all the bits, and then we'll just do a video just rebuilding everything at once. I'm going to try and clean up this stuff. You can usually get hair and stuff off of sticky tape sort of stuff, adhesive stuff, and it becomes sticky again with IPA. Maybe not. Might have to use some sort of glue, but if I use a glue, I'm going to have to use something that, you know, it's not very strong, so I can take it back off and clean it all off when I get the kit. Oh, it is starting to get sticky. Yeah, well, I think a little bit more cleaning and this will actually stick. I'll clean the other side too. I'm still gonna order a new case for it, don't worry. I just need to get it back on it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace quite a few parts on this. Well, I guess it is what it is. Oh, I still need to clean up this. Yep, so there's going to be another video coming on this because this was a very rushed and improperly finished job. I'm just going to go clean this up off camera because there's actually a bit to do here. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I've given that a rough clean up. Obviously there's no point in going crazy on it because I would just remove the last of what is sticky. What that looks like a sticky pad that's folded back over on itself from the corner. I'm not sure. Definitely going to have to order a new touch sensor, new lens. Oh, that tape is too thick. You got to be shitting me. Oh, after all that, it's a failure. Oh my god, I just can't win, can I? Oh, this sucks. Yeah, this video is not going up. Alright, my apologies for this being back on the desk, because I had basically given up and said I wasn't going to upload the video because I didn't have all the right stuff to do the job and it just wasn't working. Anyway, my lovely missus went to IGA and found double-sided tape that is that thin. That's with the backing on it. So guess what I was able to do? I was able to pull it back apart, take the battery out, clean it, take that foam I put in there. I've put thin double-sided tape. It all fits. And I can remake this up now too, because all I have to do is basically take like a Stanley blade and just sort of score around the tape to make little strips, and I can make up all the strips. So that's wonderful. The phone's back together. You know what's not wonderful? This. I haven't used this phone for about 2-3 years. I don't know what the freaking pattern is. And guess what? It knows my fingerprint. The fingerprint sensor's broken. Can you believe this? Oh my god. I can't believe it. I've been trying everything. So I've got an S9 Plus. I'm just going to go grab the touch sensor. I don't think it'll fit, but it might. What I'm going to have to do is I could factory reset it and lose everything, but I'll just order a touch sensor for it, fit the new touch sensor, unlock it with my fingerprint and change the password. I have photos of some of my old cats, some that have passed away, some that are like, you know, photos of them when they were younger, the ones that haven't passed away, like when they were kittens, the ones adults that I have now. So I'd like to get the stuff off this phone before I do a factory reset on it and give it to my missus. So I definitely want to unlock it. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, this is the back from my S9 Plus. Let me just get rid of all this cat fur. That's marginally better. This is what happens when you own cats. Anyway, there's the touch sensor for this phone. I wonder if that... Man, if that's actually the same plug and it fits. Nah. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it could fit. I need to work out the... No, the wires are laid out differently. Bummer. Oh, that's not good. I just heard something large. Oh, and oh, I see it. There's a huge like moth in here that one of my cats has messed up. Okay, all good. I just heard this rattling sound on my desk, and I thought, you know when one of those big black cockroaches gets in your place, and you hear it, you know what it is. They make that sound, and you just know it's a big black cockroach. Oh, hold on a sec. 2 wires. Wait. No. I wonder if I should try and even plug it in. The thing is, I have no clue which way it would go anyway. That's the annoying thing. And I don't know what sort of technology circuitry it possesses, voltages, currents. I don't know if it's going to bug or something or not. Does it even fit? I don't think it fits anyway. No. I'm going to have to order the correct sensor. Oh well. That is what it is. Oh man, I wish I could just get this together. Even just, you know, the one time just to get it to work. But the wires in here are so small, it's physically impossible. You could not do it. No, get down. Sorry. I know there's a moth in here. Well, I guess that brings it to the end of the video. I'm not going to bother taping the back on when I've got to take it off to change the touch sensor to unlock it. So I'll upload the video because I didn't expect... Before, when I was like, oh, I'm not going to upload this video, you know, I had the battery sticking out like that far because I had the wrong tape, and I don't know. I just, I need to get this moth out of here. Oh god. Now the cat's in here too. Oh shit. Sorry guys. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. I'll probably do another video when I get... Hold on, I'm going to pause this. I've got to get this moth. Alright, sorry about that. That was just messing with my head. I could not concentrate, and the cat kept trying to come over all of here, over all my stuff, to get to the moth. That just wasn't good. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to end the video here. I mean, at least you get to see the repair done, minus the touch sensor and the fact that I can't unlock the phone. The thing that sucks is I've got a good idea what it was. I remember the pattern sort of like starting like this or like this, and then doing something and then coming back up. And it's funny because I just spoke to my missus about this, and she said exactly the same thing. She goes, didn't it go like diagonally and then down and back up or something? And I said to her, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. So I might actually crack this, but we'll see. Also, funny thing, I've got this case here. Earlier in this video, I was mentioning that I've come across phones missing the magnetic shielding. You can probably tell that I peeled that off of the original case and put it on here, because what they had put on here was just a little black piece of plastic. It wasn't conductive. And I'd stuck my multimeter probes into this, and this is conductive. So I put the conductive shield on the back. Pay attention to that, guys. If you get refurb covers and stuff like that, they cheap out on materials like the, what do you call it, the double-sided tapes, the heat sink thermal pads, and the EMI shielding. Just pay attention to that. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. I've got a lot of work to get back to now. I'm back around. There will be a video back on this. I've actually got the sub rail here ready for it and everything, so video coming soon. Actually, I've already started on the video as well, so alright. Take care everyone, and I'll see you soon.